Okay, welcome back to part 4 of Spirit Hunter Death Mark 2. Today we'll be continuing where we left off prior. As always, if you're tuning into this, I really appreciate it, and for all the support and the views that I've been getting. And as always, I like to remind you, if you do enjoy my content, to like content and subscribe, as it really does, help a lot. Okay, so let's jump right into it. So we're continuing off from the end of chapter 2. Three days have passed since we brought Hanako's case to a close. Every day since then, I've gone to Konohara Academy to investigate the departed. But progress has been frustratingly slow. I'm getting impatient. Making matters worse, that macabre sense has been seared into my memory. I relive it every night. The departed is devouring spirits. Why did they consume Hanako's soul after she'd already been saved? My only clue is what they said afterward. I must eat a lot, so I can become beautiful and be loved. The departed wants to consume a lot of souls to become beautiful. Are they doing it for me, their husband? If that's the case, they won't be able to suppress their appetite. The sun is still up in the sky, yet I decide to head to Konohara Academy. I promised Mr. Konoe I'd give him my report. I haven't seen him since that incident. Perhaps he's been busy dealing with the fallout from Izumi and Horikoshi's cases. I pack my bag and get ready to leave. All the evidence I collected during the previous case has been organized and filed. I've also returned anything I borrowed from the school. Just as I'm about to leave the mansion, I hear a chime. Looks like I've got a visitor. What horrid timing. Hey, Mr. Day. Entering the mansion is another one of the mark bearers, Ita Nakamatsu. The way he dressed just screams to all who see him that he's an otaku. I'm not very tech savvy, but I can always rely on him whenever I need help with tech stuff. Sorry, Ita, I'm about to head out now. Let's save the tech lesson for another
You're investigating the departed, aren't you? Moe told me. So I'm here to give you a hand.
Ita.
In this day and age, the internet's an essential component for any spirit investigation. Some rumors even originate on the internet. Oh, by the way, the departed isn't trending online, which makes it seem that its influence is limited to Konohara Academy.
Researching rumors through the internet, huh? Ita's skills might help you open up new avenues for finding leads.
I'm begging you, Mr. Tang, let me help.
What about your job?
You mean my part-time work at the factory? I'm not shirking my work, okay? My contract ended last month. I'm recharging my energy for the next job. No need to worry about that. Let's go to Konohara Academy then.
I have to go with you.
Well, yeah.
But, my eyes land on his anime t-shirt. Doubt the headmaster would turn a blind eye to his eclectic getup. In fact, it might start directing unwanted attention on our group, and that would not be good for our investigation. On second thought, you can stay here. I'll call you if there's anything I want you to snoop for on the internet.
Deploying me as logistical support, eh? That's the perfect role for a genius like me. I'll be on standby here then. By the way, have you been taking care of yourself, Mr. Dink? Your complexion looks worse than I remember.
I barely get any sleep these days, indeed. I witnessed 2 people die horrifically in a short period of time. Nobody just shrugs that off. It's obviously taking a toll on me.
Driving while you're in that state is an unnecessary risk. You should take the bus. I'll give you some of my passes. Here, take these.
Thanks. The character, Aita Nakamatsu, has been added to the character file. I leave Cujo Mansion as Ito waves goodbye. Not wanting to waste his kind and thoughtful gift, I catch the bus at the nearby bus stop. After passing M Tower Station, the bus motors uphill towards Konohara Academy. The hum and gentle vibration of the engine lull my weary self to sleep. Traffic's no issue as the bus arrives on time. I get off at the stop and walk through the school's main gate. Class is in session, so there's not a single student in sight. Let's go to the infirmary for now. It's completely empty. Oh well, might as well treat it like my own office since I've been given permission to do so. Okay, this will be a good opportunity just for us to save. Okay, there's no one in the infirmary. Great. Here, so I can make use of whatever I need. Okay, we don't have anything. Okay, so we're just gonna exit. I guess we could go to the student council room. Do they have anyone to stay? There's no one here. Let's go somewhere else. Okay. Basically just gonna go down the list till we find somebody. When I enter the faculty room, I ask one of the teachers to call Mr. Kanoe. Ah, you're here, Dank. Idle hands are the devil's playthings. Let's get down to business. So, where shall we start? Okay, let's tell him about the toilet. I've read your investigation report. Mr. Kanoe lowers his voice. He probably doesn't want the other teachers to hear us. It's hard to believe that Hanako's spirit killed Izumi and Horikoshi. Goodness. You witnessed some of it. It's the truth. You have to accept it. I'm very aware of that. Be that as it may, I don't think everyone else is going to believe it. To tell you the truth, some teachers and students are starting to wonder about you. They're curious about the man wandering around questioning students. Oh great, they find me suspicious. Especially our curriculum coordinator, Miss Sakamoto. You seem to have touched a nerve with her. I'm begging you, don't make her mad. Or that. Their families have contacted the police. A detective came to our school to investigate. It was only for formalities, though. I managed to send him on his way. That easily? Over 10,000 minors go missing every year. Without it being a clear criminal case, they won't investigate it seriously. Or rather, they can't investigate it. There aren't enough clues. We haven't gotten any new notices. You'll be the first person to know if one arrives. Oh, okay. I can't see any hints that could lead me to the departed's identity. Figuring this out without any clues is basically impossible. It's not like I'm hoping for a new notice. I just wish there was something I could inspect. By the way, Dank, do you know why I wanted you to come earlier than usual today? I want you to teach some classes as a temporary teacher. Excuse me? Our Japanese history teacher's fallen ill. They won't be returning to work for a while, and since you're here, I want you to teach a supplementary course. Hold on a sec. Why do I? I need you to take this seriously. Besides, you'll benefit from this as well. If you're standing in front of the students teaching a class, it will allay their suspicions and quash their doubts. That'll make your investigation proceed more smoothly, don't you think? Me become a teacher? Great, so it's settled then. Do whatever you like as long as it'll be useful for the students. I assume you have some knowledge about folklore studies and occultism since you chase spirits. Just use them as your subject matter and spin it as being historic or something. Good luck, Dank. I didn't think I'd have to actually teach a class. I'm in deep trouble. One of the teachers gives me some very brief guidance on how to conduct a class. And with that, I head to one of the second-year classrooms in the new building. The moment I enter the class, all eyes are on me. I feel like I'm an object in some kind of exhibition. I want to just turn around and leave. However, I've got to do this. After a quick introduction, I begin my class immediately. It's too late to turn back now. Time to suck it up and be a teacher. What kind of lesson should I teach, though? Since I'm acting as a Japanese history teacher, a lesson related to that would be good. 3 topics spring to mind as candidates. Tragedy at H Castle. Remains of H Castle are located in the eastern part of H City's woodlands. It is said that the lord of the castle and his family met a tragic death. From there, I move on to the situation in the Kanto region during the Azuchi Momoyama period. For the first time in days, I'm actually happy to hear the sound of a bell ring. I made it to the end of class. Bidding the students a good rest of their day, I leave the classroom. I return to the special building while responding to the students who greet me in the hallway. Sounds like it could be fun, taking like occultist things and teaching them. I exhaled deeply, feeling immensely relieved. Giving an hour-long lecture with all eyes on me was no easy task. I've got a newfound respect for all the teachers who have to go through this every single day of the school year. Mr. Dank, Mr. Dank. Miss Sakamoto is waiting for you. Please return to the faculty room. What does Sakamoto want from me? Mr. Konoe said she hates me. When I enter the faculty room, I ask one of the teachers to call Miss Sakamoto. There you are, Mr. Dank. Please take this. One of our students found it at the end of the corridor and brought it here. It's a new notice. Dear Gold Prize, Kashima will kill you tonight. I'm watching, hiding in the school. Your beloved, the departed. Gold Prize. So my guess would be some kind of maybe athlete. Looking at the format, it's definitely consistent. The departed's notices. In that case, the target this time is Gold Prize. And there's a new spirit named Kashima. You certainly have it rough, huh? Being tugged to and fro to respond to the students' pranks. A sneer crosses her face. I'm guessing she doesn't believe the departed exists. I doubt Mr. Konoe explained the details of Izumi and Horikoshi's murder, sir. Can I ask you something, Miss Sakamoto? Do you have any idea who Gold Prize and Kashima are? I haven't the foggiest notion. If you have no more business with me, I'll be taking my leave. I'm a curriculum coordinator. I have a lot of things to do. Giving me the cold shoulder. She leaves the room. Damn. I guess that confirms the rumor of her hating me. Alright, where should I start? I can't let anyone fall victim this time. I need to set my investigation strategy first. Time to head back to the infirmary and devise a plan of attack. My personal guess with Gold Prize is it's probably like if they either the school has some kind of like competition that maybe like, you know, first place you get gold, that or maybe they have like a track star or something. But again, those are just kind of like my off the top of my head what I'd assume. And then personally, I'm not familiar with Kashima. I know the previous ghost like Hanako because that's a fairly common, you know, Japanese like urban legend. Oh, found her. An energetic voice fills the room.
Yo,
Oh. Sup, old man. What are you doing here, Sho? Nakamatsu told me you're here. Heard about the case, I want in. Unable to hide my surprise at a sudden visit, I decided to ask him some things first. So this is one of the things that's genuinely surprised me, is that like almost all of the characters for the most part have been people returning from the first game. This is Sho Nagashima, a high school student in H City as well as one of the mark bearers. As you can see, he's one lively delinquent. He plays baseball a lot, so he's a strong fit. Though he does have one notable weakness. I appreciate your concern, but the problem we're dealing with here involves your Achilles heel spirits. So what then? It ain't my first time dealing with spirits. I ain't no chicken here. Despite his boisterous protestations, he's clearly shaking. While he has way more guts than other people, he has a crippling fear of the supernatural. It's so bad that his body practically shuts down as soon as he hears the word spirit. I never did ask him why he's so afraid though. Did he have some kind of traumatic event when he was young? The hell, old man, why are you looking so concerned and all? It's pissing me off. To help you out, of course. Let me be your assistant. Goodness, you're just like I. Where is she, by the way? She said a TV thing came up suddenly, so she couldn't come. Too bad, huh? No cute idol at your side today. You could say I'm glad, though. I've caused you trouble before, so this is my chance to return your kindness. You're making an awfully large deal out of it. I can't help it, that's just who I am. Where did you get that uniform? You don't go to this school. This? I borrowed it from Watanabe's friend. I ain't really a blazer kind of guy, though. This preppy shit clashes with me so hard. It's giving me chills. Real men only rock a short jacket and harem pants. With the pleasantries concluded, I explained the situation to Sho. His determination is as strong as I's. He's one stubborn fellow who knows what he'd do if I refused. He'd probably rush in alone. It's much safer for everyone if I take him along as my assistant and just keep an eye on him. By the way, that old man Daimon called earlier. He said he had some urgent business and he'd be late. That old man's still a coffin mess, huh? What was it again? Doctors make the first patients? Mashita told me something like that. Doctors make the worst patients. I'm pretty sure that was what Mashita taught you. Speaking of, where the hell is he? Figured he'd be here with you since we're dealing with spirits. Mashita's a former detective and a mark bearer. He often joins me in investigating strange happenings. Following a series of events in our previous case, Sho looks up to him as an older brother. We were actually talking on the phone just last night. He's currently out of town on a different case. He didn't go into detail, but it seems like it's a pretty big case with a lot of people's lives at stake. Basically, something that required his urgent attention. Makes me wonder if, that's sort of alluding to DLC. Because a lot of these, both Spirit Hunter, Deathmark 1, and then the sequel side game in G, both had DLCs that were kind of other events. So I could see if that not being directly involved with this, if they make a DLC that's kind of his case or what he was dealing with. But I mean, I guess we'll see. So how are we gonna do this thing? Pretty much the same way we started out with the case of Hanako of the toilet. Focus on the spirit mentioned in the notice and try to prevent casualties. We'll start by trying to figure out the identity of Kashima. If we don't know who Kashima is, we'll never be able to figure out what their grudge is. We also need to identify the gold prize mentioned in the notice. Aren't they the next target? Correct. If we know who gold prize is, that may lead us to Kashima's identity. Time to get moving. Where should we go? Dorio and Kunukawa from the student council know a lot about the school's rumors. Let's ask them. Hell yeah, let's roll. To the character file. Okay, so we're gonna save. And then to meet up with the girls. There is no one in the student council room. It's unusual to see this place empty after school. Maybe they just headed out for a bit. Let's kill some time here while we wait for them. Yosh. On the desk I found a notepad with something written on it. Student meeting agenda, incorporating measures against mold and pest. How rude of you to call insects pests. Don't find any useful information.
よし。
The trash can is empty and its bag liner has been replaced, though it still smells somewhat musty.
これは
Thick binders are lined up on the shelf. Records of each year's committee meetings are stored here. There are several printouts on the whiteboard. One of them is about the clock tower. Konohara Academy Student Council notice. Konohara Academy's 70th anniversary project, Wake Up Clock Tower. Built to commemorate the school's 10th anniversary, the clock tower is a representation of Konohara Academy's 70-year history. To commemorate the 70th anniversary of the school, we would like to make another attempt to repair the clock tower, and your signature is required for this to happen. Your cooperation will be greatly appreciated. Let's use our power to move the hands of the clock again. Konohara Academy's clock tower, huh? A symbol of Konohara Academy that looms so large you can even see it from afar. However, the clock stopped moving and the bell no longer works. The student council decided to take it upon themselves to make the clock move once again. Wait a minute. Whenever the departed's voice rings in my ears, I always hear a bell sounding. Furthermore, when I arrived here for the first time, I heard the sound of that bell ringing. That bell shouldn't work anymore. The students seemed indifferent to the bell back then, and I'd assumed it was because they were just used to it. But maybe it's because I'm the only one who can hear the bell tolling? But why? Ah, Mr. Tank, I didn't know you were in here. I'm doing some more investigating. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Sure, go ahead. I told Doryu about the new notice we found. Gold prize in Kashima, huh? That sound familiar to you? It does, yes. Can I ask something first, though? Horikoshi's been absent for a while now. Some even say she's gone missing. Is it possible that she was killed by Hanako? I can't bring myself to answer her. The headmaster told me to keep it a secret, and I don't want to make her anxious. I knew it. However, she's astute enough to discern the truth through my silence. The rumors are true then. Once you're targeted by the departed, it's over for you. About that, I think it might be referring to Slit-Mouthed Kashima. Ah, I'm intrigued. Tell me more. Slit-Mouthed Kashima is a spirit that's rumored to haunt the bus stop near the school. That's it? Any details about sightings or anything else? I don't really know the details. Didn't I tell you before? I'm really scared of things like ghost stories. Okay, so this one's actually also a fairly popular, like, urban myth, like ghost story about from Japan, about like a woman with like a slit mouth. So it seems like for the most part, all of the ghosts, at least in this game, seem to be directly correlated to like urban legends and stuff. Gold prize, huh? Like the gold prize in a competition? Oh, I see what you're thinking. So the target is a student who has received a gold prize. Do you know of anyone like that? I haven't heard anyone winning anything recently. Our school isn't that passionate about club activities. Really? But there are trophies and certificates lined up at the entrance. In the past, we used to be competitive. But before we became a prep school, many students were enthusiastic about club activities and sports. But nobody's really like that anymore. Oh, about Slit-Mouthed Kashima. Maybe Michiho knows something more. She loves that kind of thing after all. Where is she? She's gone home, but she'll probably come back if she knows you're looking for her. I think she likes you ever since you complimented her hair. I actually find it kind of amazing that teachers don't scold her for her hair. Did I say something wrong? No, it's nothing. Michihiro might be a bit strange, but she's not a bad girl. Please be nice to her. I asked Doryu to call Michiho and leave the student council room. The school will be closing shortly. All students, please promptly vacate the school grounds for today. Oops, time's up. Let's return to the infirmary and start prepping for the search tonight. Okay. Alright, old man, let's get ready for the night investigation. Diamond should be back by the time we finish. I take a few bites of the convenience store food and Showbot before I start preparations. Finally, the sun sets and there's no sign of anyone left inside the school. Old man, Diamond's late as fuck. I'm tired of just waiting. Let's go on without him. Shao brings up a good point. There's a new notice to worry about. Gold Prize is being hunted by Kashima and may be killed. We can't waste even a second. That student council press said Kashima hunts the bus stop near the school, right? How about we check out that place first? Okay, I'm gonna save. And off we go. So, I said it's near the bus stop. So we go to the new building. We should be able to go to like the entrance. Trying to remember. It's been a while since I've played. I don't remember how to run. We're investigating rumors about the slipmouth Kashima. Let's use the door near the shoe lockers. It's close to the gate, right? Ooh. It's locked? No. Okay. Oh, this is it. I leave the building through the front door and head for the main gate. Oh, it's me, Jiro. Oh, there you are. Hime said you were looking for me. Guess you've gotten a new notice. I appreciate you coming here, but didn't Doryu call you quite a while ago? Oh, I left my phone at the dorm. I was so surprised when I listened to the voicemail. Never expected you'd call me. So I rushed here. Sorry about that, and thanks. Anyway, I see that boy is your assistant now, huh? Piercing scars on his cheek and an intense stare. A delinquent, I take it? Oh, shut up. None of your business. Who the hell is this floaty airhead? Am I some kind of Corixidae? What do you even say? Hey, enough. I introduced Sho and Michiho to each other. In short, Sho will be helping me tonight. Whoa, sounds like so much fun. Hey, let me join too. Kunokawa smiles mischievously. Looks like she wants to join the investigation. What should I do? Yeah, let's have her come tag along. I tell Kinokawa she can join us for a while. A little while sounds good. I have a curfew after all. Oh, that reminds me. You called that guy Sho, right? Sure must be nice to be called by your first name. Probably gives you a sense of closeness, huh? Kinokawa stares at me with anticipation. Yep, that's it. Now I feel like we're all in the same boat. Michiho seems happy. Now, let's talk. These days, all people talk about is The Departed. People who totally ignored it at first have started to believe they exist now, especially once Horikoshi became the third victim. She disappeared right after the notice arrived. Everyone's scared they may be targeted next, and thus more students have been skipping school. Are you not scared, Michio? It's the opposite. My curiosity is peaking. Aren't you curious to know who the Departed is? This isn't a TV show or a manga here. We're facing a vicious murderer. Don't be reckless. K. Oh, Slitmouth Kashima? It used to be the talk of the school. The newspaper club did a special featuring on them and it became a big hit amongst the students. There's a rumor going around Konohara Academy. Chapter 3. Slitmouth Kashima. This bus connects the school and M Tower Station. Once the sun goes down, students aren't allowed to get off midway, because Slitmouth Kashima will appear. Once a girl got off the bus and started walking. She heard a strange sound from somewhere. An eerie metallic sound. And when she tried to listen closely out of curiosity, she heard a voice mixed in with the sound. The sound suddenly stopped right behind her. She looked back without thinking. And saw a tall woman in a long coat. She wore a mask and carried bloody scissors. And that was Slitmouth Kashima. Huh? You're making all of that up, aren't you? No, I'm not. A student really was killed 5 years ago. She got off at that same bus stop. She saw Kashima standing next to the bus stop. Kashima started walking towards her. The voice and the metallic sound got closer and closer. A bus came from the opposite direction. The girl ran over and got on that bus, not caring where it was headed. The bus left, heading away from the stop where Kashima appeared. The girl took a seat and felt relieved. She convinced herself she was just imagining things. She believed it was all just a dream. The bus took her back to the stop near the school. She had to get off there to go back to the dorm. But you know what? Kashima had chased after her. And then... Ooh. That girl was killed by Kashima. Even worse, the way she was killed was unbelievably horrible. God damn. She was stabbed to death, but from the inside, not outside. With all the blades sticking out of her body, she looked like a bloody hedgehog. It was a nightmarish scene. But that risotto stand. And that is how the rumor goes. Imagine dying with scissors bursting out of your body. Gruesome, isn't it? Michio, there's something I'd like to confirm. Let me guess, the school gate where that student died is... Exactly, it's here. There might have been a dead body right where you're standing. Seriously, dude? Give me a break, shit. To no one's surprise, the mention of spirits causes the show's complexion to grow pallid. Though I have to admit, hearing that story took a toll on me as well. And that corpse disappeared the moment the cops arrived. That's definitely a spiritual phenomenon. Don't you think Slipmouth Kashima is an unusual name? Is there any context behind the name? The Slipmouth part is based on the story of the Slitmouth woman. Kashima wears a mask like that legend and she kills people with scissors. What about the Kashima part then? Well, everyone knows the urban legend about Reiko Kashima, the girl who was cut in half when she fell off a train. But the details don't match. Reiko Kashima has no legs and cuts people in half with a scythe, not scissors. So, who or what the Kashima part refers to is still unknown. Hey, that's all I know. There's not much to go on since it's an old rumor. Even if the target is really some kind of gold prize winner like Hime suggested, I have no idea who that would be. I'm not interested at all in those things. Please find them quickly and solve this case, or else I may find them first. Shall we get going, Mr. Dank? A teacher shouldn't break a promise with their student, alright? With that said, Sho, sorry man, let's just let her do what she wants for the time being. Jeez, how carefree can you get? She's your problem, old man. I'll be following along from a distance. Don't want to interrupt you. Hey, Sho. You know I'm pretty confident when it comes to sensing supernatural beings. We'll definitely discover something big. Keep your expectations high. Okay. Notice for gold prize. A new notice has arrived at the school. This time, the executor is Kashima. The new target is gold prize. We learned about a rumor involving a spirit named Slit-Mouthed Kashima, who is said to appear on a bus route that connects the school and M Tower Station, especially when someone gets off the bus. Kashima appears along with an eerie metallic scraping sound, muttering in a mysterious voice. Yukami Ocean Jimon Abe. If Kashima catches you, a huge number of scissors erupt from inside you, killing you. We need to look into Kashima further, so it seems like we'll need to take a bus ride. Okay. Oh, some on the ground here. There's tactile pavement on the sidewalk between the school gate and the building. The safety feature is starting to become more common these days. The school really doesn't cut corners. This kind of thing reminds me this is supposed to be an exclusive, prestigious school. I find something on the bump near the paving. I pick it up. It's an eerie tooth. A splendid gate made of brick, complete with an iron fence. It gives off an austere, historical atmosphere. The nameplate on the gate reads Konohara Academy. This gate looks kind of ominous, don't you think? Considering all the people that died nearby. To the bus stop. It's on time before the next bus arrives. What's the dude here? Just flash him in the face. There's a boy wearing a Konohara Academy uniform. What's he doing here? School let out a long time ago. Suspicious boy. His left eye is a deep blue. Anyone can tell he's not an ordinary boy. Spirit Doctor Hank Dank. Or should I call you Mr. Dank?
since you're a teacher here now.
Yeah, I'm Ding.
My left eye sees everything. The Grim Reaper is coming after you. You are summoning death upon this school. And finally, in the end, the Grim Reaper's sickle will strike you down as well. A tragic demise awaits you.
You're not making any sense. Care to explain?
Listen with your soul, not your ears. Only then will you be able to understand. This is a warning. Withdraw from this case before you and the people around you fall victim to the spirits.
As soon as he finishes speaking, the boy leaves. What on earth is his problem?
You sure attract strange people, huh?
You know him?
More or less. He's my senior. He's obsessed with occult stuff and always approaches people who can see.
See what?
Spiritual beings, duh, what else? He said he can tell when people have spiritual sensitivity. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. He might just be assuming things on his own.
You sure know a lot about him. Did he approach you too?
Yep.
He stopped doing that since Miss Sakamoto scolded him.
Oh, he was following Izumi too.
Izumi too? Mind telling me his name just in case?
Sorry, I forgot what his name is. I remember that it's a really unique name.
That boy seems to be famous in Konohara Academy. Looks like a troublesome individual has his eyes on me. Guess the bench is where we just passed time. Cool. There's a bench with paint peeling on every corner. I even see some crushed bugs on the seat. A hawk moth, huh? What a poor soul. May you rest in peace. The bus should be here soon. Oh, right. What exactly are we going to do to investigate Kashima? Shall we start by testing out the rumor? Attempting to reenact the rumor and searching for any evidence of spirits has always been my investigation style. I try to recall the content of the rumor. When did Kashima appear again? After you got off the bus. Awesome, you even remembered the details. Glad to know you were really listening. That reminds me, Michiho, which bus stop was Kashima seen at? As far as I know, the rumor doesn't really specifically say which bus stop it is. A bus stop between the school and M Tower Station. So that's M Town Shop, S Cemetery, or K Hospital. Oh, the bus is here.
Hey, don't leave me here.
The bus sets off on a night journey and we three are the only passengers. Checking the route map, the bus does stop 3 times before reaching M Tower Station. M Town Shop, S Cemetery, and K Hospital. All K for Kashima.
次はK病院でございます。
Okay, we'll just investigate. What a creepy hospital. Doesn't look abandoned though. Oh, you know. This is the entrance to K Hospital. Nothing really beats the creepiness of going to a hospital at night. No. Nothing else to look at. There's an old bench here. Time and disrepair have started rusting the metal bits of the bench. Guess that's it. K Hospital bus stop. This bus is bound for Kono Academy. Okay. Okay. Guess we went to the
次
cemetery.
は S レーンでございます。
I guess since that wasn't the K place, it's probably the town shop. And that makes, I guess, the most sense for maybe the girl would get off. Also, the cemetery feels like obvious spooky. Oh, or maybe I'm wrong. I find a pair of scissors on the road. The blade and handle are covered in a red substance. Rust? Is this blood? That'd be my guess. Why is it here? Scissors? Don't tell me Kashima is. Michiho bites her tongue, though it's clear what she's going to say next. Did Kashima drop this? Eek! Michiho clings to my arm suddenly. Hey, what in the world? Do you feel that? There's something dangerous nearby staring at us. It must be Slipmouth Kashima. Ooh. I can hear the voice. Voice? What voice? The voice is saying something. You call me Ocean Jimon Abe. Michiho? You call me Ocean Jimon Abe. You call me Ocean Jimon Abe. You call me Ocean Jimon Abe. You good, Michiho? Yeah. Just not feeling so good. Sorry for worrying you. I'll just head back to the dorm. Great timing. The bus back to school just arrived. Bye-bye, Mr. Dank. Hey, wait, I'm still not done talking to you. Michiho ignores me and walks to the bus stop on the opposite side of the road. She gets on the bus without so much as a second glance. Damn, she just dipped. The hell's up with her? She says she's not feeling too well. Looks like she sensed someone's presence. No way, was it Kashima? Maybe. They're not here. Maybe they're inside that cemetery. I follow Sho's gaze and find a door leading into the cemetery. Hey, old man. Let's keep those scissors. They might be connected to the spirit. Makes sense. Hairdressing scissors. It's the spot where the bloody scissors were. There are some tracks on the road like traces of a hard object being dragged. They extend into the cemetery. There's a side entrance next to the cemetery's nameplate. Looks like it opens even at night. Even though it's open late, I don't think I'd be inclined to visit if I didn't have business here.
Yoshi.
A vehicle gate that leads to the cemetery. It's shut tight because it's nighttime. Inspecting it closely, there's about a 1 centimeter gap between the gate boards. I should be able to peek inside this way. Sure, let's peek. Get stabbed in the eye with scissors. I bring my face closer to the gap. There's only darkness on the other side. The gap's too narrow to make out anything else. Should I climb the gate and look around? The wind blows through the gap. This doesn't feel like an autumn night's wind. Too tepid, damp, and musty. What was that sound? Did the wind rattle the gate or something? The gate doesn't look so weak that a breeze would rattle it, though. Was this the work of some supernatural being? Something falls down from the top of the gate. Oh. I pick it up. It's an eerie tooth. Okay. Let's go explore. Sho and I head inside. We walk among the tombstones. The cemetery isn't large, probably half the size of Konohara's schoolyard. This place is packed with tombstones, the dead supposedly slumbering beneath. However, I hear the sound of the wind blowing from time to time. Can't help but wonder if that's the sound is actually the wailing of the restless deceased. Hold up a sec, old man. Sho suddenly halts his steps. He fixes his gaze on the graves. I can't see clearly because it's freaking dark as shit out here, but see the name written on that one? Looks like it says Kashima. With how many graves are in this place, it's hard to tell which he's referring to. Let's look around a bit. A bush. I turn my gaze to the bushes for a moment. I feel like something dark is moving there. It's probably just my imagination, though. I don't really want to stay for too long.
Yoshi.
The family's name is engraved on the tombstone. Kashima family grave. The Kashima Sho mentioned must be this one. Is it connected to the slit-mouthed Kashima?
これは
There are several small narrow boxes lined up in front of the tomb. Never heard of a tradition like this before, though. Okay, let's inspect. The boxes are similar in size. They're decorated in ornate lettering. Must be the names of brands. Durandal, R3 Cut, King Cutter, Nartech. I guess types of scissors. I haven't heard of any of these brands before. Cutter and Edge, though. Could they be brands of blades or something? We'll know more once we open the boxes. I pick up one of the boxes. It's so light, as if there's nothing inside. Hey, old man, do you hear that? Indeed, I do hear a strange sound. Don't tell me this is the sharp metallic sound from the rumor? The sound is getting closer. My body's completely tensed up. It's hard to breathe. Is that slit-mouthed Kashima? We're screwed. What should we do, old man? Give bath. Give bath? Yeah, you definitely need one. Ooh. Out of the blue, I feel pain and discomfort as if a foreign object had been shoved into my arm. What's wrong, old man? My arm hurts so bad, like it's been stabbed by a sharp blade. Give it back. What's up with your arm? I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure this is Kashima's doing. We need to do something or else we'll be killed. What should I do, old man? I'm hurting pretty bad. I can't really move that well. What do we do now? Ow. Kashima told us to give it back, but what? Do we need to put the offering back at her grave? Okay, let's team up. I put the hairdresser scissors inside the small box so I'll show places in front of Kashima's grave. Wow. Come on, this should be good enough, right? I returned the scissors to you. I hope this finally calms her down. I placed the box holding the scissors in front of Kashima's grave. Kashima mutters something before disappearing into the darkness. Looks like this is the right choice. She's gone.
I guess so, yeah. How's your arm, old man?
The scissors are gone.
The heck? You don't have a single scratch on you. What's going on here?
No idea. Those scissors might have been an illusion created by Kashima's resentment. Though the pain I felt earlier was definitely real. So we conclude that Kriz of hers is quite dangerous. But that said, we shouldn't spend another second here. Let's leave the cemetery quick. We don't know whether she's going to attack us again. Yeah, come on. We should be okay here, right? No, this bus stop is Kashima's domain. We better get further away. Oh, nice. There's a bus coming across the street. Come on, old man. Let's get on it. That should give us a bit of breathing room. Is she going to chase us like the rumor said? Oh, it's Old Man Daimon. Sho starts talking on his phone. Well, that's typically bad etiquette when you're on a public transport where the only passengers. The driver probably doesn't want to make a fuss. Old Man Daimon and Watanabe are in the infirmary. This bus is going to the school, so we can just meet up with them there.
次はこの江原学園でございます。
Before long, the bus arrives in front of Konohara Academy. Wait. Someone is coming this way. It's the boy from earlier.
Looks like you've encountered a spirit doctor, Dink. I can see it with my left eye. There are traces of that spirit on your arm.
He's probably talking about the curse I got from Kashima. His strange phrasing aside, this boy clearly sees something.
I'm impressed that you survived, but keep this in mind. You can't rely on miracles forever. Let me warn you one more time. Give up.
Hey, shithead. Cut the bullshit already. What'd you want, you bastard?
Shut your mouth, you lout. It's heartbreaking to see the renowned spirit doctor as a delinquent as his assistant. You're deficient in intelligence, spiritual capacity, and even character. You're nothing more than an...
At that moment, the boy stiffens. What's wrong?
I end up thinking about them. Just imagining those myriad feet creeping around that nodular body. It's disgusting.
Hey, do you hate bugs or something?
Don't you say that taboo word in front of me.
Sorry.
Apologies for coming undone. Speaking of, where is Student Council Vice President Kinukawa?
She parted ways with us midway. She went back to the dorm.
How odd. I saw her getting off the bus, but she went to the school, not the dorm.
Come again? Michio wasn't acting like herself earlier. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Beware, the departed's malevolence is greater than you imagine. Do not dismiss my advice. It's for your own good and the well-being of those around you. I shall take my leave.
The boy leaves quickly. Oh, I should have asked his name. Hopefully she's just with the others. Daimon and Moe are waiting inside. Sorry, I'm late, Dink. I'll be joining your... You okay? No need to worry. I've always been in bad shape. This isn't anything new. Don't tell me to give up. You're not the only one chasing after the departed. Right? We're as frustrated as you. How is the investigation going so far? I'll tell them all the information we've gathered up to this point. Slitmouth Kashima, huh? Been a while since I last heard that name. I heard it used to be a hot topic 5 years ago. Do you know anything? Not really. That all happened before I started working here. Miss Sakamoto may know something, though she's been here for ages. Unfortunately, it's already so late. I doubt she's still here. Except she is. She apparently has some work to do. I saw her in the faculty room earlier. Sakamoto, huh? She hates me. I doubt getting info out of her is going to be a simple task. Hey, old man. How about asking Nakamatsu to look into Kashima? He's at the mansion, isn't he? Put him to work. That's certainly a good option. He might find some useful information on the internet. I'll call him before we head out. Okay. Okay, I think I'll call this here for tonight of part 1 of chapter 3. Again, if you decide to stick around and watch this, I appreciate it. You know, definitely will be trying to upload more consistently. You know, especially if you want to see more stuff like this, you know, just make sure to like, comment, subscribe, etc. I'd really, really like it. It helps me a lot. Right? Thanks. Bye.